And you see his smiling face on our screen. We are happy to be joined by a man who I am sure is thrilled to get through to round number two in straight sets. It's Ryan Fishback of Virginia Tech. Ryan, first, let's talk about your match because I know you've got some other cool things going on in your life right now. 5-6. We trade breaks at the end of that second set. Talk me through what was going through your head, how it felt to ultimately get off the court in just two sets.
Yeah, I mean, in both sets, I was down a break in at different points, and he's got a big lefty serve. So some games you just have to kind of say too good when he hits his serves. But then I was able to take advantage of a couple of times to break back. For instance, at the end of the first set, and then also in the second set to get back on serve. But it was also tricky conditions. I mean, there was a point where we thought it was going to rain for about 20 minutes straight. I mean, it was so dark outside, and then the wind started going, and it's pretty ugly tennis sometimes, but yeah, certainly happy to be off the court now.
Yeah, you say ugly tennis. We found beauty in it. I promise, my friend. Those breaks are what makes things exciting for us at home. And, obviously, this fall, with the passing of your former assistant coach, I know what that has meant to this Virginia Tech men's program. And I'm just curious right now. Talk to me about how the guys are feeling and how you guys have all rallied around one another, given what's been happening.
Yeah, well, I mean, Martin was just the best person. I mean, always had a smile on his face, always could make us laugh, help people not to take tennis too seriously. And so, it's tough to not have his smiling face at practice every day. But I also think we have a lot of good memories that we shared with him, and so we try to keep those parts of him alive as much as we can.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, we will all be missing Coach Martin, and obviously, we're all sending our love to the Virginia Tech men's tennis program. And, for you guys of late, and for you in particular, obviously, things seem to be getting better and better. And look, last season was a massive season for you. Your second year at the top spot, I believe you reached as high as number 32 in the rankings, your preseason top 20. Talk to me about how you're feeling about your game heading into what is, again, your senior season.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I try to be of the mindset that every day you're never satisfied with where you were the day before. So a big win or a tough loss, you try to treat those the same in terms of the next day. There's always things you can work on. Just how there's things I can work on after this match, for instance. So um, I try not to focus too much on accolades or rankings. I guess that's sort of a cliche to say that, but I really do try to not pay too much attention to that. And ultimately, if we're getting better each day, that's all that we can try to do.
Yeah, well, it's that sort of perspective that has you as a two-time NCAA Elite 90 award winner and Arthur Ashe Jr. Sportsmanship Award winner as well. And in that vein, I want to talk about something new you're doing, something you are participating in, the inaugural ITA Student Athlete Council. Now, I will point out for all of our viewers at home, mustacheless in the official photo. Probably the smart move for you, Ryan. But talk to me about the Student Athlete Council, why you wanted to participate in it, what you hope to accomplish as a group.
Well, so actually, that since you bring up the photo, that's my freshman year roster picture. I had to scrounge that up. So I don't even know if I had a mustache when I was a freshman. But anyway, yeah. So this is a really cool thing that's getting started this year, where we're trying to figure out college tennis is in a great place and how can we make it even better. And so over the course of this next year, we'll be meeting the 10 of us monthly, and then in smaller groups more frequently than that, to try to come up with some not just ideas but actionable things that the NCAA or ITA can do, excuse me, to make college tennis even better. I think a big focus has been on expanding opportunities to get access to mental health awareness, and then also post graduation career help for college tennis players across all divisions. How can we help make that an easier process for athletes looking to do something after college?
Yeah, no, again, it's a group of 10. And, again, to see how well spread out across conferences, geographically, all these different things that council is, it's something we are looking forward to. Are there any things you mentioned in mental health there? Are there any particular issues you'd like to see addressed? Anything that come to the top of the mind, or is it a what happens in the council stays in the council sort of thing?
No, I mean this is still early on, and so we're in the grassroots stage right now. But I personally, I through my years of college tennis, I see, you know, a lot of athletes who they have a great college career and then their career is over and you know maybe they decide that the pro tour is not they don't want to give it a shot and now what? You know, I mean, up until that point in our lives, we pretty much play tennis. That's what we're doing. And so I'm trying to figure out ways that we can make it more accessible for athletes to connect with jobs and internships right out of college instead of feeling like they, you know, are a little bit lost when they graduate.
Yeah, no, I love to hear it. Again, really excited to see that council formed. Really excited to see what you guys all make out of it in this inaugural year. My last question for you here. Obviously, I'm not sure how close you were able to follow it. You were playing your own match, but in case you don't know, round number 2, Michigan State's Ozan Barris. Any thoughts on the matchup? Any things we can be looking forward to?
Yeah, so he's a bit younger. So we played once last spring in a dual match in Blacksburg. But I mean, he's very talented player, very fiery. And so it'll be a much different match than today. But I'm looking forward to another day to play a great player.
Yeah,
And I've
well,
doubles as well. So
yeah, exactly. A lot of tennis still ahead. I want to show that photo one more time. Here's why. Again, Ryan Fishback, as a freshman, look at that beautiful smiling face. He says back then he wasn't able to grow a mustache. We'll look at the face now. I would argue still not able to grow a mustache. But of course, I say that with full love and affection. And again, really enjoyed watching you close out that victory. So congrats to you. Appreciate you joining us. And seriously, good luck with everything this fall and throughout the course of your senior season.
appreciate it. Thank you. Take care.